Hey guys! Woo woo! It's 2015. It's 2015. It's 2015. Woo! No, okay. Yeah. Welcome back. It's been a long time. I owe you an explanation. I gave up in 2014. What? We're gonna start the video that way? Yes, I did. I gave up because it wasn't fancy enough. I couldn't put it together the way I had it. My computer was crashing. Yeah, it still crashes. Whatever. I'm working on it. But I shouldn't have gave up. And I would come back to my first love, YouTube. Although I have become a consistent blogger, so you can always check out LizziePBeauty.com every day for new things. um, yeah, YouTube. I love making videos. I love you guys. And I need to come back here. So I just figured let's start talking to you, just hanging out with you, chilling with you. Because although I love the fancy videos and the makeup and reviews and all that stuff too, there's just this whole other person that is in my lifestyle vlogs that you guys seem to like a lot more than, any beauty related thing I do. And so I just decided, like, we're just gonna have real talks and we're just gonna chill. Because we do that on my blog, like real talk, food and fitness, real talk fashion, like that's what we do. So I might as well just talk to you. So today, the topic is I'm fat. That's right, I'm fat. So that phrase often offends people. Hey, I don't know why. It offends people when I say I'm fat. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I feel like people have this negative connotation with the word. But okay, so the first thing I did was I looked up the word fat because you need to know definitions of things if you're gonna put assumptions on them. Having a lot of extra flesh on your body, having a lot of fat, having a full rounded form, unusually wide or thick, notable for having an unusual amount of fat, plump or obese. And last one is of a meat animal fattened for market. Juicy. It's juicy, juicy. So basically, there's nothing negative in there. Like, there wasn't fat equals ugly. Fat doesn't equal ugly. No, those two don't go together. Like, not in my world. So basically, why I started saying I was fat. Let me start there. About 7 months ago, when I started this journey, I couldn't say those words. I wouldn't even think about it. And even before I started the journey, I would always look in the mirror and be like, no, I'm not that big, I'm not that fat. But I would look at pictures of myself and be like, oh, you look like you're in pain, which I was a lot of times. So I think around September, I wrote in my journal, I'm fat. It's not okay, but I'm working on it. And there was a bunch of other stuff in that journal entry where it was just literally talking about how the fact that weight is crushing me, the fact that it's I was at an unhealthy level, obese. Technically, I'm still in the obese bracket, and I'm working on it, but I'm fat. And and that's okay. For me to say that and know that, because I think when I didn't, I was in denial, and I didn't really think about that. This is another statement I make that really kind of gets people, is that I say I was literally committing suicide by food. Because I was in denial about being fat, and then as much warning signs or things or issues that people would put in front of my face or doctors would tell me, I would literally just decide the opposite. So it's literally the doctor's telling someone, keep drinking alcohol, your liver's gonna fail, and there's nothing that we can do about it. Maybe give you a liver transplant, but whatever, you're killing yourself. So basically, everything they were telling me about food was that I was killing myself, but it's by food, and so for some reason that's more acceptable. We don't think of it that way, but that's literally how I had to start thinking about it. So I just realized like I'm fat, it's not okay, and I'm working on it. And so that's the part that's okay for me, that I'm working on it, because the more fat that I lose from my body percentage, like body fat percentage, the better I feel. And I have to remind myself, and I also have to remind myself that like things don't change overnight. And so like there was maybe in the end of November and December, like I just got very undisciplined, and I was going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. Then it turned to three. Then I went to one. Then 1 week I didn't go at all. And like some of that was the cold weather, and like right now it's really hard to breathe. But everything that doctors, coaches, like health people say is that you have to keep going. Like you have to keep with the plan and the discipline of your new lifestyle, or it's not going to change, or you're going to feel worse because you're stopping all of this stuff that you've like moved into that's new. So basically, I yeah, I had bad like month, I'll say December, for like health and eating, because I did whatever I wanted to do. I ate what I wanted to eat. I drank what I wanted to drink. Like it's just the reality. And the other reality is that I think I gained back like 6 pounds. But like I'm fat, and that's okay because I'm working on it. And I don't think I'm ugly. And I think some conversations I've had with other women is like, oh, you just make me feel like you're calling yourself ugly, or that's a problem. And I'm just like, no, it's not, because I'm not calling myself ugly. I'm like giving myself a mental check, because my mindset has changed. And so the mindset is that fat equals pain, fat equals uh, not good health, fat equals lack of discipline. Because to be real, as much as medicine helped contribute to the fat that's on my body, I contribute to it. Suicide by food, and candy, and desserts, and cookies, and cakes, and sodas, and just drinking one after the other, and eating something after the other. All that contributed. So the lack of discipline in my life is equal to fat. Like, that's what I put in. This is the result. Like, actually, this result is from working out a little bit more. But yeah, I want to be real about that. And I had an interesting experience in Nordstrom's the other day. Kind of set this whole thing off. Basically, the sales girl called me fat. I looked at her like I'm about to put Jesus on the shelf, and I had to like back up, be like, swerve. Nope, not gonna lose my Jesus. Not gonna put him on a shelf. But it offended me more that she was saying I was fat from like a negative point of view, instead of like, I don't know. It was just, oh, it was her tone. It was like, oh, those definitely won't fit. And I was, oh, hold on. Like, that's not what I asked you, though. And so I was, like, talking to one of my favorite, like, makeup girls there. And she did my makeup. And we went and found, like, a perfect outfit for me to wear. And the whole day turned around. But the point is that sometimes I saw where people, like what people were saying to me before about calling myself fat, is that like, because when other people call you fat, it doesn't feel good, or maybe they're saying like you're ugly, but that's not what I'm saying. And to anyone that, like, I mean, my poor friends, one of my close friends, I'm just like, fattening up. Like, I don't mean it in the you're an ugly way. I mean it in a like, that's extra weight you don't need to carry. And so I think that's what I've learned about myself, is that I'm carrying extra weight that I don't need to carry. And so some of those foods I was eating, and candies and sugaries and all that stuff, was like feelings and emotions that I was shoving down. And like the result is right here for the world to see, and instead of actually dealing with the problem. And so I didn't want fat to like stay at this place where it equaled denial for me, like denial of my situation, denial of what I needed to do. It's like this big elephant in the room. They always say that it's like the big white elephant, and no one can see it, but everyone can see it, and but they don't say it. And so now that I say it, it offends people. So basically, I want you to comment down below, or share with your friends and ask them what they think about it, how they feel, because I just want us to be real and talk about stuff. Like, I want to know why and how, like, why people act shocked or upset or whatever other feelings they have. And like, does it affect you? Like, do you feel some kind of way when I call myself fat about your fat? That's what I want to know. Because, like, I, I had a friend that told me that. Like, when you call yourself fat, I'm like, oh, dang, I'm fat too. So I don't like you to say it. So, like, that's what I want to know, girl. And if you totally disagree and you hate what I'm saying, go ahead, say it. I don't care. Like, say it. I mean, I care about your, like, you as a person and what your opinion is and what you're saying. I want to hear that, because I feel like it can't just be one-sided of what I'm saying. But I care in the sense of, I don't care in the sense of, like, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, I'm still going to say I'm fat until it changes, and then I'm going to say I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. I can't wait till the day till I can say that I am healthy. Like, I'm just craving that day. Craving. I will probably post it everywhere in a million different languages that I am healthy, that I have 100% bill of health. I can't wait. But yeah. So that's it, and that's all. That's all I gotta say. Wait. No. So like I said earlier, LizziePBeauty.com. We got stuff every day. Every single day I post new stuff, and I'll be having new YouTube videos for you to participate in. And looky here, vlogs, like daily vlogs. What? Girl, yes. Yeah, so let's have some fun this year, and let's just be ourselves and be who God designed us to be, and let's figure out that journey together. You excited? I'm excited. I love you. See you next time.